the website of the US State Department. It is still there. You can also read the exact letter of the founder of Pakistan, written on 9th of December 1947. It is available on the website of the US State Department archives. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah addressed the letter to the American President Truman, and he said that this resolution of the United Nations about Palestine is the violation of the UN Charter itself. And he said that the division of Palestine is not the solution of this problem. And Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah predicted in 1947, he said that this UN General Assembly resolution will not help Palestinians and it will not help the Jews. And both will suffer. And he requested President Truman to intervene and force United Nations to make justice. Now that United Nations resolution 181, it divided Palestine. So the division of Palestine was a colonial agenda. So when the government of Pakistan say that we want the solution of Palestine problem through two-state formula, so the two-state formula means that they say, what can we do? This is the UN resolution. So the UN resolution, they only talk about the 50% or the 60% of the UN resolution, which is controversial, and I don't accept that. I don't accept that UN resolution, which actually says that the Palestine will be divided into Israel, Palestine, and Jerusalem. So this United Nations Resolution 181 did not include Jerusalem in Palestine, in Israel. Jerusalem was not part of Israel according to the UN Resolution 181. So they divided Palestine in three parts. Israel occupied Jerusalem and Masjid al-Aqsa in 1967. And now when the government of Pakistan says that we want the solution of Palestine in the light of the UN resolution and two-state formula, it is the endorsement of the colonial policy, and also indirectly you are recognizing Israel. We don't recognize Israel. This is a contradiction in our policy. On one side, we refuse to recognize Israel. On the other side, we say two-state formula, which is the endorsement of the Israel. So that's why I would like to suggest this August gathering, the respectable guests, to pass a resolution here that you reject the two-state formula. And I would like you to very humbly request the Prime Minister of Pakistan, very humbly, that please read the letter of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of Pakistan, what he suggested to the then American President, Mr. Truman, that he said, I don't accept this UN resolution. And I would also like to tell you that the then Israeli Prime Minister sent a telegram to the founder of Pakistan, who was the Governor General, the first Governor General. And the Israeli Prime Minister requested him, please recognize Israel. He never bothered to respond back. He never bothered to respond back. And he wrote a letter to their master, the American President. They said, we will not talk to you, we will talk to your master. So this is the policy of this exact state policy of Pakistan, which is not practiced by the government of Pakistan. This is one thing. The second thing is that this recent Gaza Holocaust or genocide, it was the violation of many UN resolutions, including Geneva Convention. So our representative in United Nations, whenever they condemn it like many other nations. They don't go in the details. So we must highlight this issue that according to the UN Security Council resolutions, Jerusalem or Baitul Maqdis or Aqsa Mosque cannot become part of Israel. It is the violation of the UN resolutions. Because according to the UN resolution, General Security Council resolution, Jerusalem was the responsibility of the United Nations. It was given in the trusteeship of the United Nations, which they never practiced, they never implemented. So the Jerusalem or Baitul Maqdis or Masjid Aqsa should go in the custody of the United Nations. If they are not doing anything to take back the custody, give it to the Palestinians. If you are not ready to give it to the Palestinians peacefully, they have the full right, according to the international law, to take arms against you. This is their legitimate right. Because it is you who are violating the international law. They have not violated the international law. एक और भी पाकिस्तान में प्रोपेगेंडा किया जाता है. हमारे मुशाहिद हुसैन साहब, should I mention some names? Oh, I don't want to create problems for you. Okay. देखिए, my dear friends, it is not easy in Pakistan to speak truth about Palestine, because some very powerful people sitting in very powerful places,
around 10-mile radius of Islamabad.
yes, around 10-mile radius of this place, 10 miles radius of this place, they desperately want the recognition of Israel. Why? Because some of your Arab rulers, they are pressurizing them. Oh, you brother, first you recognize Israel, then we will do it. So they don't have the moral courage to take the lead. So they want to use the shoulders of Pakistan. And it is the people of Pakistan who always oppose the recognition of Israel. So it is only the people of Pakistan, the common Pakistani, the common Muslim, who is the hurdle, not the rulers of Pakistan. So that's why I will not mention any name. One very powerful person, one day he called me and 3 other journalists. And he said, you should go to the Prime Minister and tell him to recognize Israel. I said, we are journalists, this is not our job. Why should we ask the Prime Minister to recognize Israel? So he made a long speech and he mentioned some point. He said, Pakistan will get benefit this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he mentioned 10 benefits. Pakistan will get 10 benefits if we recognize Israel. So I said, okay, this is your point of view. I tried to tell him the same things which I said earlier. The letter of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the sayings of Dr. Allama Iqbal. You know what he said? पंजाबी में उसने कहा, ओ मैं तंग आ गया तुहाडे इकबाल ते बाबे जिन्नाह कोलों, मैं किथे जावां? सो ये इस तरह की बात की उस बंदे ने. आजकल वो सड़क पे जाता है ना कहीं पे, तो लोग उसको यही कहते हैं जो आप कह रहे हैं. So you know what was his ultimate, the final argument? He said, you are talking about these Palestinians. They sold their mother. They sold their lands to the Jews. That's how Israel was created. So you want to sacrifice Pakistan for the Palestinians who sold their land, their mothers, sisters, everything to the Israelis? I said, look at your hatred for Palestinians and look at your ignorance. You don't know the facts. When Israel was created, 90% of the land belonged to the Palestinians. Only 10% land was transferred to Jews or some other people. So the 6%, sorry. Now, you see, what I want to say is that countries like Pakistan, who officially don't recognize Israel, we have the full right to visit Baitul Maqdis or Masjid Aqsa without the visa of Israel, because actually the United Nations gave Baitul Maqdis in the trusteeship of the United Nations. So we want that this conference should adopt another resolution. You must demand United Nations that first of all they must take the control of Baitul Maqdis and they must issue permission to the Muslims belonging to the countries like Pakistan to visit Baitul Maqdis. We don't want to go to that place by getting visa from Israel. They offer many Pakistanis that come and visit Baitul Maqdis. They offer them that they will not stamp Israeli visa on their passport, and many Pakistanis, they go very silently to Baitul Maqdis. So, which is, I think, is not an appropriate thing. So, I hope that this conference will address this issue also, and in the end, I would suggest another resolution to condemn the recent statement of the American President, Mr. Trump, who is trying to behave like the viceroy of the Palestine. He is the president of America, but he is not the president of Palestine. So he have no right to expel Palestinians from their own homeland. So his statement is also violation of international law, and his statement is the violation of the UN Security Council and General Assembly resolution. Look, many people say that when you oppose the two-state formula, you actually oppose the United Nations. So my response is very simple and clear. Israel was created under UN Resolution 181. Israel was created under UN General Assembly 181, which divided Palestine in three parts. When Israel occupied Jerusalem or Baitul Maqdis, it is the violation of Resolution 181. So when Israel itself is violating that resolution, is not accepting that resolution, why you and me should accept that resolution? So that's why we are not bound to accept UN Resolution 181, which was the ultimate reason behind the creation of this illegitimate state. And in the end, I again thank you, Jamaat Islami and Hafiz Naeemur Rahman, for organizing this conference, and I hope that I will not create any problem for you. Thank you.